Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zila Dustuff, and the secret office, it makes a return. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the secret office? Well, if you're new, a few videos ago, whenever I started making videos on this city, Caesarsville, I would always put the secret office that's behind me. Oh, and there you go. Okay. Sorry about that, little technical difficulties, but I would always have the secret office behind me, you can see. I would always have it so that basically, secret office, you guys don't know where it is. But, it's kind of like, almost like background place. So if you're new, this is where I always start my videos whenever I'm working on the city. And, yeah, so the point of today's episode is, not episode, I guess? Is that I'm doing a tour. The city... guys, sorry about that. The city has officially hit 4 months old, which if you're not aware is a third of a year. I was going to do one for a quarter, but August was a crazy month. It's September 2nd now. So, yeah. So I believe you guys already knew this, but when the first tour was out, it was Fabric 1.21.4. This is Forge 1.20.1, so there's a lot more mods on here, a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of builds have changed. Now, I do want to mention, if you would like to see more content on the city, I regularly live stream it. Or, not regularly, but I do live stream it a good bit. And I'm going to put on my outfit. So I regularly will stream it, and if you guys are interested in seeing that, then let me know. And, subscribe, obviously, and then turn notifications, and you can see every time I go live. I am shimmying in my seat. Woo! Yay! Sorry. I got carried away there. But yeah, if you guys ever want to, see more content on the city because you like what you see, just know, I always, most of my live streams are on the city, so, yeah. Anyway, we are going to, stop this form of it. I'm using my free cam mod to do this, so that's pretty cool. Not replay. I'm gonna put my FOV back at 92. So, this is the secret office. Obviously, it has my bed in it. This is where I sleep. This has a script. Can't show that to you. This is Big Camera Industries. Now, last time the secret office was very tiny. I have done a lot of expanding on it. So, this is sort of meant to be like a teleprompter. I'm not sure if you can really tell that, but if I sat in this chair, it's right above the camera, so... Oh, fell in there. I can't show that all on screen. If you've ever been to, I haven't... Wait, have I been to a news broadcasting? I haven't, okay. But they have, that's the teleprompter, by the way, if you're curious. See? But they'll always have, what do you call it? The room where, people control the sound and stuff. So you just have some little computers over here. Retro computer, that's pretty cool. Little chair. This is, where the person who would sit there, they, watch and make sure everything's okay. I'll probably add more. I have this little, a carpet design. I like it. It's pretty cool, if I'm being honest. In here we have a little, a break room. There's a little table. I have a fridge and a freezer. All this stuff, that's cool. And then the exit. So this is a hallway, and I'm going to keep expanding it both that way and then this way. And then this is a room. And if we press this button, we end up in the plane. So this plane is where you spawn in. It says, "Welcome to Caesarsville." There's meant to be an elytra and fireworks in here. I will add those eventually. But this is a little plane that I made, so we'll go into free cam so you'll never see it. I know you've seen most of the world right now, but it's fine. So I got this from a YouTube tutorial. I will put it on screen and in the description, because it's very helpful. So go check that out if you want a really good Cessna plane. Very, very good. So, I'm gonna come down here now. And I could play with shaders, but I'm not going to. Or, do I want to? We'll play without them for now. So this is the first building I made. Originally, it's gone through a lot of changes. A lot of changes. If I can find the first screenshot of it, I will. But, it started out as a hotel. and I've decided I wanted to change it to apartments. Now, it's very slow work in progress. I was working on this the other day. That's handicap parking. This is the little, like, waiting lobby, I guess. I've never lived in an apartment, so if anyone who has lived in, like, if I know anyone who has, like, you know, just let me know if this looks like something you'd see in an apartment. Of course you have your lights and stuff. I haven't carried that over here. This is a hallway. This is the elevator. So, yeah, you come up here, and up here. That's it. And then these stairs over here. Now, that's not an elevator. These stairs are very hard to get the hang of. Mainly because these floors are actually off-centered, I think. Actually, I probably could keep it going up so I could have a stair well overrun. Whatever it's called, I forget. I'm bad at this. I don't really build tall buildings, so... Oh! So this is the oldest part of the world, is this building right here. Again, I've gone through tons of phases with this world. It's phenomenal, really. How much it's just like gone through. There's palm trees over here. I like these. They're pretty good, even though I tried my hand at some custom ones over there, but we'll get into that in a minute. This is a weird radio tower. I really don't know why I made this. I just got bored and wanted to make something like this. I might take it down. Back here, we have the car wash. Now, the car wash and the hotel are actually connected, or apartment are actually connected. So, these were the first two buildings I made. I made that building first, but this was the first one fully complete, where I finished the interior and everything. And as you can tell, it is an older building. Just my building skills have improved so much in that little short window of time. So if we come in here, like, it looked nicer, but switching versions it glitched out, and I haven't repaired any of this stuff. This is meant to be like a manager's desk, and here, all of this is like a table or whatever. It had like a love note from Hades, and $400 from like the Canadian Minister of Foreign Affairs or something like that. Like, it was weird. And then both of these offices are the same. And then in here I wanted it so that this car wash was evil and it was scamming people, because I thought that was funny. So in here I had a villager who I kept in here, and like, I had like a bucket of blood and everything, so like, he was just like sitting in his own blood. I'm a cruel person. I swear I'm fine, guys, I swear. But I just kind of thought it was funny. It said like janitor's closet, but yeah. This is glitched out and stuff. Like, I did a 3x door. What was I thinking? But yeah, you can definitely tell this is one of my older builds by a lot. I'm just going to showcase this road is how I learned how to use part of world edit. Like, you can do //set stone andesite. Boom, just randomizes the whole thing. That's how I learned that. Kind of insane. Okay, what now? So this is the taco horn, Taco Bell. This is also one of the older buildings. This was here when I did the first tour a month into the world. I love this Taco Bell so much. As you can see, you know, basic little interior and stuff. Very nice. There was a plate here that had a piece of rotten flesh on it. It said, "Trash can, do not leave your plates on the counter." Thought that was kind of funny. These are soda dispensers I made before I actually got those. And then there's a mayo and ketchup sign, but they didn't carry over. Only the mustard did. And this is meant to be like a cup and a cup. This is a little kitchen. Obviously you have your cash registers, little center island piece, and then this. So that's very cool, very neat. There are other rooms, like the bathroom. Again, before I even had like toilet mods, which is insane to me. And then these two rooms are just, there's nothing in them. This is a little exit. It comes out around the back. You have a dumpster. Very nice. And then the little clearance sign. I thought that was nice. So these are like some cars or whatever I made. I'm a big fan of this Pepsi truck. It's got a teeny tiny interior. Like you can sit in. I can't. There we go. You can sit in it. Yay. That took freaking forever. You have a Bezex and a Rehall. I like Rehall, but I don't like that much. Most of these names are not good. You'll see that. That is a building called Joe's Hardware. There is literally nothing in it. It is, like, very insignificant of a building, and I need to add an interior someday. This is the Dunkin' Donuts, and, Dippin' Donuts. I'm not going to go over every build. I just wanted to point out I'm going over what I consider to be the most important ones. Why'd I go over that? I don't know. This is Waffle House, which is basically a direct copy and paste of one I made in an older city, which showed up in like one video. I might put that on screen. VW Bus, but yeah, this Dippin' Donuts, I've got a whole video over it, so I'm not going to go over it too much. If you want to see more of this, you can. But it's got a little interior and stuff. Yada yada. Dippin' Donut truck, a blue car. This is meant to be an El Camino, but it's just a truck. It doesn't look as much of one as I wanted. See, playing it there, that's nice. Okay. This building was one of the first ones. It's similar to a building I live near. It's just like a little strip mall. It's got a Timmy Tom's, which is a Jimmy John's parody. Jimmy John's? The sandwich place. You know what I'm talking about. This is a Dice Rolls pizza place. This is a Domino's. You get it? Domino's. Yeah. Tables and stuff. There used to be a kitchen. It got deleted. And then this is a little Subway. I actually built this on stream. With Andrew. So, you know, basic little interior. He made this, like, little sandwich thing or whatever, where you, like, grab the sandwiches and stuff. Very creative. And then, obviously, you have your little back bit, all of this. Cookie jar, a sandwich. And then this is the restroom. Also, I want to point out, if we can find him, I spawned a panda in here, and his name is Poe. And, if we can find Poe the panda, that would be... Oh, there he is. See? Everyone say hello to Poe the panda. He is, the best panda in the world. And, he is the owner of Poe the Panda Industries, which owns every Chinese company in the world. So, this little guy's important. Stay chill, though. That is a Lowe's I am yet to finish, at all. I got frustrated trying to make the roof of this thing, so I cut it off, and now it looks shaved and weird. So I would just ignore that. Home Forge truck, Home Depot parody. This is based off of a strip mall in Jacksonville. I've actually got two buildings over here I wanted to show you guys. Two restaurants, I should say. This is Tom's Bakery, which I didn't finish, but you can see the vision. Yeah, this thing is a giant sandstone wasteland. This is Ben's Burritos, which is actually a parody of Talkin' Tacos, which is a restaurant in Jacksonville. I don't know if there's other locations, but I thought Ben's Burritos was creative, so I couldn't think of anything else. Nothing here I thought there was, but you have tables that line the sides. My phone background looked like this for a while. But very basic, but, you know, nice little thing. I like it. It's cozy. Nothing else much going on with any of that. Eventually, I will finish this thing, and it will look really neat, but that is not the case right now. I've gone over a lot of stuff in what feels like a short amount of time. Here we have the suburbs. Now, the suburbs is what quietly expands. I build houses everywhere. Like, there's just a lot of houses. These are what I build when I just have short time where I want to challenge myself. I don't usually build interiors, but I gave this house one, and I like it. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. I have fixed the problem. So, yeah, here's the interior of the house real quick. You have a couch here. Nice little table and a TV. This is the living room. I need to add lights in this house. I don't know why I didn't. This is the bathroom. Not much going on. This is a table, and then this is the kitchen. I love this kitchen. I don't know why, but there's something about this kitchen I'm obsessed with. It feels so nice. Maybe I'm crazy. This is the back porch. Not much going on here. I need to add trees right here, so, you know, you're not seeing this whenever you walk outside. That's gross. No one wants to see the back of buildings. I love this kitchen. This is the garage. Not much going on there. And then, oh, already went in there. Where is it? Yeah, bedroom. And then, this is also a bedroom with a little, Dr. Pepper can and, PC setup from, well, nifty blocks and not enough furniture, so. I'll go ahead and head out of here. I have another house interior I want to show you guys. The rest of these are all empty. Which house is it? This house. I just remember it because it has the nice curvy driveway. This is the first house I made an interior on. Very nice. Why am I missing a table here? Okay, that's weird. So it's the little living room. This is the kitchen, the first one I did. You can see, you have this, which is cool. Back porch. Again, I need to add trees in here. I just hate building trees. Let's see. What else is there? Here we have the dining room, which has, I like to call a snail table, because the warped table and unusual furniture has like a snail pattern, and I love it. Love it to death. We have toast on these plates, so it's like breakfast, I guess. This is a nice little room. It's like you got a little pool table. This is a bedroom, not much. You have Dr. Pepper cans. You've got a oh wow, the endless void. Oh, it's a TV. Nice little fan. All of these are nifty. I love nifty. That's also nifty. You will learn I have an obsession with nifty. It's it needs to be studied. Little bathroom. Bedroom. Bedroom. So that's all of this house's interior. Very nice. This house has a pool. It's the only one that has a pool, I think. I need to add more pools. It's based off of Florida, man. Why aren't there more pools? But all of these houses pretty much the same, except this house also has an interior, and I made it almost entirely out of vanilla blocks, which for a modded player is a feat. So a little interior. I'm not gonna go over it because the interiors aren't that good. Probably the least character of any house I've ever made. Why can't I do that? There we go. Garage. That room. Really, there is not much I added to this, house. By the way, if you're building a house, I just recommend, if you have modded blocks, or you can, glass doors and trap doors with a regular door looks really good most of the time. I recommend that. This is the only 2-floored house, and like, you just have this, and then this. I built this while watching a Wolf King stream, so not much going on with that. And then all of these other houses have, like, nothing, except that house has a sunroom over there. You can kind of see it. See? Sunroom. That house I'm a fan of. I need to do an interior on that someday. This is the church. This is the only church, and it's a nice looking church. It's based off of a real one in Jacksonville. I'll put it on screen probably. No interior. I need to add interiors to most of my builds. That's why a lot of these tours are lackluster. This is like the actual, like, getting close to the beach area. This is going to be a Chipotle made by Andrew. He's working on this. It looks very, like, promising so far. Once he gets it done, it's gonna look cool. You know, sidewalk and whatnot. I like the, well, I made that palm tree, or he did. I forget. Someone made that palm tree. But I just like the use of curves and stuff, like shapes. He's pretty good at using that stuff. Although, now that I look at it, it looks like something, but we're gonna walk away from that. Ignore that. I will get to that in a minute. This is the Eclipse Hotel. You can see because I used display entities to get that text. You can't do that in vanilla Minecraft. You can only do that if you have Axiom. These are palm trees I'm standing on, by the way. Ooh. 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 I like this little sign that says Caesarsville Beach. Just a nice sign. For some reason, I like it. This is also based off of a real location. Starting to notice a pattern you probably are. I said that like you were. Okay. This hotel is probably one of the things I'm most proud of ever building. Like, it took me like 2.5 weeks to make it just because of the shapes and like, there's no 3D view of it on Google Earth, so all of the views were like on this side of the road or that side of the road. So you're like getting like this. Hold on. I gotta get a Google camera impression. That's too much. You're getting like this or this with it, so it's like it's hard to get a good idea of what you're building. But this is meant to be a car park underneath it. I will do that at some point. This is an Applebee's. I couldn't figure out a good name. Again, this build is insane. It's almost a direct copy. Almost. I said almost. This is an Applebee's. I think I started to give it an interior and decided not to. I'm also proud of this. It's got tons of outdoor seating, man. Little couch and stuff. Yeah, there's no interior. I had one at one point and got rid of it. I don't know why. That is an oak tree. This is a roundabout. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool. Roundabout. That's not hard. Shut up. Roundabouts in a block game are difficult to make. Like, I spent 2 days working on this, which I know sounds dumb, but that was with tons of tiny breaks and stuff. Problem was I overshot how large this thing was going to be, so I had it like, so it's like out over there, and there, and there, and there. So it's like 3 times larger than it is, and it didn't make sense with the roads. So having to get the math correct to build this, and then have it still look like a roundabout, still look good, you gotta admit, is really impressive, and I'm so proud with how this turned out, man. Like, words cannot describe. Getting the roads to curve and everything, like, it was difficult, but it paid off. You gotta admit, that looks amazing. It deserves many screenshots, of which it has many screenshots, I think. This I also built on stream. It is a grocery store. It is not the nicest of looking of buildings. We'll get over there in a second. It's very basic. It's got tons of benches which glitch out for some reason. That's weird. No interior. Surprise. I will do that at some point because it's a grocery store. It's not hard to make interior, Zila. It's not hard. This is a little back bit. Obviously, I did a warehouse interior. I mean, obviously. That is for you guys to find out when I make this a world download in the future. Not today. Not today. No, not today. This is all zoning and planning, which I might say screw it and not do, because I have different ideas for this. This is based off of a building, well, okay, I made this morning. This is based off of a building in Tallahassee, but I'm adding it in over there, and we'll get to what that is in a minute. You guys can look at this as long as you want, but we're going to be looking at it more in the future, so, you know, you'll see more of this guy. Trust. But I'll probably keep it over here somewhere. Or over there. I'm not sure. We'll get to that in a second. It's confusing. Where am I going? McDonald's, right. Okay. McDonald's, this build was suggested by Andrew. I started making a car and did not finish. I don't finish a lot of things. I should do better about that. This is McDonald's. I struggled to get the M correct on this thing. It looks pretty good so far. I just need to add an interior. It's a McDickie. Because, of course, we're going to start naming restaurants after rappers. I'm going to actually start doing that. That's not a bad idea. I like this palm tree. Very nice palm tree. This is the zoning out for a high-rise. I've never made anything taller than 100 blocks before. That's not a joke. Like, I wish I was joking. This is the tallest building I think I've ever made in Minecraft. So just let that sink in real quick. This is going to be condos or like apartments or something, based off of real location. You can find it on Jacksonville Beach because it's tall. This is just all the zoning out for it in future me. Thank you, past me. I appreciate it. Okay. Did I miss anything over here? I don't think so. While we let the terrain around ourselves load, this is Wallachie, which is based off of Apalachicola, Florida. Now I know what you're thinking. Zila. Oh, I'm fine. Now I know what you're thinking. Zila. We're going from the Atlantic coast to the Gulf Coast that quickly? That's insane. Well, I don't think I've mentioned this before. By, like, last tour, a lot of stuff has changed. So, allow thyself to explain. I'm going to go on the other side of this building. So basically, I am making a sort of like a Florida-inspired city. The idea is, I basically recreate the entire U.S. state. Yeah, I'm kind of a psychopath. I kind of got tired of building a large city. Like, there's a certain charm that old small towns have that I miss. So, I'm making a replication of Apalachicola to fit that, and these glass panes did not fit. Dang it. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. Okay, with that out of the way, as you can see, I accidentally took a screenshot up here. All of this is water, which is going to represent, I can't be taken seriously. This is going to represent the, like, Apalachicola Peninsula. I'll put it up on map, on screen. I am getting confused. But I'm just gonna build the town, basically. Or something similar to it. It's called Wallachie. Yeah, Wallachie. That's the closest I could come up with Apalachicola. I didn't steal that from AI. Screw you. I came up with Wallachie on my own. I think I was thinking about, there's an animal that starts with Walla. Wallabear. Wallabear? Is that a real thing? Editor me will let you know. I was thinking about Wallabears. Some sort of animal that starts with the suffix. Suffix? Come on, I'm bad at this. It's a miracle I'm still on YouTube. But, yeah, I was just thinking about the animal that starts with Walla. It sounds like koalas, so I just came up with Wallachie. Chi just is, that sounded right. A lot of this was made with framed blocks. Like, this bottom bit has the least amount of framed blocks. All of this, like all these indentations and detail and stuff, framed blocks, framed blocks, framed blocks. Yeah, that was not fun to do, but it paid off, and it looks really good. I am aware it is off-center. I swear to God, if someone comments that I will find your house, I play GeoGuessr. I'm kind of good at doing that stuff. Tall lamppost. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this lamppost. So yeah, this is the only building I have plans to go. It's still tall. To go over here, and I'm gonna start work on it soon. By next tour, there will be more buildings. I can guarantee that. I'm very excited to see how Wallachie turns out. But yeah, this is the most recent stuff going on. We'll end things off in the secret office. Hee. Actually, I'm not. We are going to end it off talking to Poe the Panda. So, let me get the chair real quick. I'm aware, Poe. Here, Poe, what are your thoughts on today's video? That sounded like an I approve of it. Guys, you heard Poe, the almighty knowing panda bear. He thinks it's a good video and that you should like and subscribe. Yes, I will use this cute animal's face to beg you to subscribe to my channel. I'm so close to 50 subs, and I wanna get there. I wanna get to 100 by the end of the year. So if you can help with that, go down below and press the red button. And as always, my name is Zila Does Stuff, and yeah, we love Poe the Panda. If Wolf lets me, I'm gonna start selling Poe the Panda merchandise. When I can sell merchandise, because I can't right now. Dang it. Anyway, as always, my name is Zila Does Stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.